Hello, so this is day 25 and this is a song called Sinking Giggling into the Sea, which is a reference to a quote by Peter Cook about the effectiveness of satire in forcing change or lack of effectiveness. Sinking Giggling into the Sea. Beelzebub and St. Peter were both in a hotel for a meeting in Scunthorpe, conveniently sited midway between heaven and hell. They were there on behalf of their respective heads, because God and the devil didn't get on that well, so they sent them instead. So the devil had called it this emergency meet to sort a problem that vexed him, from the tips of his horns to the soles of his hairy wee feet. Beelzebub, he explained it, there is just too much sin. Hell is getting too crowded with so many sinners, we simply can't fit them all in. The rules simply need changing about who goes just where, so that there is more balance between those going below and those of them going upstairs. The old 10 Commandments are impossibly strict. Everyone breaks at least one, and straight for the eternal fires of hell they get picked. You're quite right, said St. Peter, we're half empty up there. I'm not saying it's deserted, but there's not many people and tumbleweed blowing everywhere, and it gets pretty boring, and there's not many men. It'll do my head in if I get stuck at a party with Mother Teresa again. So I think we're agreed then, the current system's a failure. Maybe we should just try the system of points they use for immigrants in Australia. It might work, said St. Peter. Let us do a dry run. We'll pick some examples, assess them and score them, and see just who's lost and who's won. Donald Trump, said Beelzebub, he's an interesting case. Disrespectful to women, Latinos and blacks, in fact anyone with a brown face, and gays and the handicapped, a petulant child for sure. But he's got a real good side, plays golf, loves his kids and his mum, so he'd be one of yours. And what about Boris Johnson? He's a playful wee pup, got the morals of a snake, as a journalist sacked by the Times for just making things up. A mendacious incompetent, as Chris Patton would tell, but he speaks fluent Latin, went to a good school, great sense of humour, he'd be yours as well. Well, fuck that, says St. Peter. I know the future looks bleak, and we need to do something, or I'll still have to end up playing crib with the popes every week. But taking folk like those bastards, God would be really pissed. How about we compromise? We'll drop a commandment, take coveting off of the list. And so there you all have it. My story, it is done. And I hope it's amused you, how I've looked at some unpleasant people and gently poked fun. But I doubt that they're bothered by mere mockery. They love the attention, cherish each joke he mentions, so we either do something or slowly and simply sink giggling into the sea. Slowly and simply sink giggling into the sea. Sinking giggling into the sea.